Boom, I'm in the room. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the old live awesome quiz. Tonight we've got, I wonder if you can guess. We're going sports tonight. We're going to have a little bit of a sports type quiz. It's I think it's fairly easy actually. Lots of the questions are fairly easy to answer. So, what we're doing? How are we all out there? I see we've got one person in already. Good evening, Nick. Anybody else out there gonna join me? Gonna jump in on the old quiz? Because we're coming live from the old Hill Manor, the residence of Lord and Lady Hill. And because there's nothing on the telly, obviously, so you might as well jump in and have a go at this. Because there's nothing on the telly on a Tuesday night, that's for sure. But that's what it's all about. Anyway, what have I been up to today? I've taken my motorbike all the way up to a place called Godstone in Surrey because it's going to have its big service done. The Desmo service, the expensive one. So I won't get it back for a week or so. And then it's got to be MOT'd, and once it's done, we'll start using it again this summer. Hopefully we'll have a decent summer for it. Oh, good evening, Steph. Good evening, Corinne. Welcome. Just saying, it's a bit of a sports quiz. I'll say it's a bit of a sports quiz. They're all fairly easy questions to answer. And if you have a look at the backdrop there's me on my motorbike. So there's a bit of motorbike. There's me skiing. There's me getting tackled. Textbook tackle. Don't get your head on the wrong side. And me offloading the ball. And obviously a bit of sailing going on as well. But that's not what the questions are about. They're a lot easier than that. So what you all been up to? If you're new here, if this is your first time on the old live awesome quiz, let's see some of the comments. If this is your first time, click the old subscribe button because it's free. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe to this old channel, and we have a lot of fun at it. Oh, yeah, I'm quite tired today. Why am I tired? Didn't have a great night's sleep last night. However, I was up early this morning and had quite a long ride, 80 odd miles, bit cold, bit chilly, horrible roads up in Surrey, big potholes all over the place. Didn't like that much. Use the rugby ball. Yes. Got the old rugby ball there. It's there behind me. Needs a bit of air in it, I think. So, sports quiz. It's going to be fairly easy. Trust me. I suspect that everybody will be getting a lot of high scores tonight because they're all fairly easy questions. Trust me, I know. I did them. Well, Lady Hill, the Duchess, she put them together. She's not with me tonight. She's after getting an early night because she's got to get up super early in the morning because she's going to go and babysit kids tomorrow. She's going off to the grandkids. Oh, 3 of them. Go, 3 of them. And I have to dog sit and cat sit to look after our leadership's cat. So, shall we? Don't forget to smash the like button. Let's get some thumbs up on the like button. And what we're going to do is should we start the quiz? Should we give you the first question? Give you a chance. So stand by. Hang on, what's going on here? Am I missing stuff? I am. What I know about sport, you could put on Back of a stamp. Behave. These are dead easy questions. Not really sports. I mean, the old Lady Hill, the Duchess, she's put the quiz together, so they're not going to be difficult ones, are they? Anyway, shall we get going? Here you go then. Question 1. What are the two main differences between a kayak and a canoe? There you go. That's a fairly easy one to start with, isn't it? Cool, blimey, it's blowing a hoolie out there, and it was pouring with rain. I've just made myself a cup of coffee, and the old Artie the ship's cat is all wet. It's been out in the wet. So then, question 1. What are the two main differences between a kayak and a canoe? Fairly easy one to start. Where are we? I need to get the driving button. So here comes a rugby question. So question 2 then. Which rugby club's home ground is at Franklin's Gardens? The spelling. I like it. You won't get a point for that, but I like it. So, question 2 then. Which rugby club's home ground is at Franklin's Gardens? So, did you want a football question? Here's a football question anyway. What is the name of the Newcastle United's home ground? I'm taking it that you can all hear me. I can see me going out. I know I'm going out, so I know you're there. So question 3, it's a fairly easy one. What is the name of Newcastle United's home ground? Now you might think this one is a tricky question, but it's not. So question 4, what are modern day cricket bats made of? Why did you do it? A 6? Is that it? Give him a 6. No ball. So question 4 then, what are modern day cricket bats made of? That's a fairly easy one, I think. Question 5. Typically, how many rows of stitching are there on the raised seam of a cricket ball? I had to think about that one. So typically, how many rows of stitching are there on the raised seam of a cricket ball? I mean, you all seen these cricketers, don't they? They get the ball and they're rubbing it on a crutch and spitting on it and doing things with it, and then they whack it. Poor bugger at the other end. He's got to try and knock it away. Notice nowadays they all wear these helmets with face guards and everything on it. I did see one guy got a cricket ball stuck in his in the mesh on his visor. Yeah, I think they bounce it off the ground, don't they? And goes quicker if you bounce it. So that was question 5 then. Typically, how many rows of stitching are there on a raised seam of a cricket ball? On the raised seam of a cricket ball. So question 6. Are competition cricket balls suitable for vegans? Cool, dear. Yeah. So question 6 then, I suppose it's relevant. Are competition cricket balls suitable for vegans. I mean, what do vegans eat? Not a lot. Are they allowed to have water? A good old H2O, or is that not permitted? Don't understand veganism. Personally, I'm a bit of a carnivore. I've got the old molars and that for grinding up meat. Bit of a meat eater. I do like a bit of meat, especially during Ramadan. I do like a nice bacon sandwich in the morning. Did I say that out loud? Sorry. So, question 7 then. How many dimples are there on a golf ball? Now, I'll give you the answer to this one. Is it A, 126, B, 226, or 336? There you go. I've given you the answer. It's one of those three anyway. So question 7 then. How many dimples are there on a golf ball? Is it A, 126, B, 226, or C, 326? If you don't know, have a guess. So question 8 then. In which sport would you find a chucker, a mallet, and a bunker? Yes. That's a good question. So question 8. In which sport would you find a chucker, a mallet, and a bunker? Have to think about that one. Now this is number 9. Obviously, is a scrum half, but it's not a rugby question. Don't know. Should have changed it. Anyway, question 9 then. How many changes of racket can a player make during a tennis tournament? That's a good question, isn't it? So question 9. How many changes of racket can a player make during a tennis tournament? So the last question in this round. Question 10. How high is the seat of a tennis umpire's chair? You know, the one that sits in the middle, lording it over everybody else, looking down on everybody. So, number 10 then. How high is the seat of a tennis umpire's chair? So, boom. How was that? How did you find that round? Was that fun or what? Do you like the new graphics? Got a few new graphics coming up. So, are you ready for the answers? So, here we go then. Answer to question 1. A kayak has an enclosed deck design. The paddler is seated and uses a double-bladed paddle. A canoe has an open deck design. The paddler sits or kneels and uses a single-bladed paddle. So if you've got anything like that, you can have the point. So if you said the paddles are different, yeah, we'll go with that. Or if you said one's enclosed, the other's open, you can have that. So question 2 then. Who plays at Franklin's Gardens? course, my team, Northampton Saints. I think personally it's the best ground in the Premiership. It's the most friendly, and it's a brilliant day out. If you've never been to a Premiership rugby game, get yourself up to Northampton on a home game and you'll love it. It's awesome. So if you've got Northampton Saints, you got it right. You've got a winner. So the old football question. Newcastle United's ground is St James's Park. Not the one in London, by the way. The other one up north. So if you've got St James's Park, give yourself the old doobie what's it. And question 4. Oh, of course. It's no different. Modern day bats are made of the same stuff they've always been made of. Willow. They are still made using the traditional wood. So I'm not going to accept that it was a trick question at all. I mean, you couldn't make a cricket bat out of anything else, really, could you? But there you go. So if you've got willow, you got a point. So question 5 then. The 6 stitches on a cricket ball. You know the raised on the cricket ball there's 6 stitches. So if you've got 6, anything else you haven't got a point. Moving on then to question 6. Cricket balls aren't suitable for vegans. No, because they are made of leather. So, don't vegans walk around in plastic shoes or something? So, yeah. So if you've got no, because they're made of leather, you get a point. Question 7 then. Golf ball has got 336 dimples in it. Now, the reason it's got dimples in it, as far as I'm aware, is to help the trajectory and the spin of when you give it a clap with your club and you whack it and it goes. It helps its aerodynamics. Because if it was just a solid ball, it could go anywhere. Mind you, if you see me play golf, they tend to go anywhere anyway. So question 8 then. If you've got polo, you'd be right. Because that has a chucker, a mallet and a bunker. I don't know where the bunker comes from, but I know where the mallet and the chucker comes from because they called it a chucker when they chucked the ball in, I think. So if you've got polo, you're doing well. Question 9 then. There are no limits, but you cannot use more than one bat at the same time. So you can use as many bats as you like, apparently, in tennis, but you can only use the one at a time. You can't have one in each hand. That's a no-no. So the last one then. The umpire's chair is at 2.1 metres or 6'9" ITF standard. I don't know what ITF standard is. So you have to look up to him. His feet are like at head height. So he could kick you in the head if you give him too much grief. So there you go. There's all the answers. Boom. And we got any geniuses out there. So you know what to do. You just add your scores up. Put your scores in the chat. Let's see how you did. While you're doing that, I'm just going to have a little sip of my coffee before it goes too cold. Wow. Well done, Crid. 6 out of 10. You're flying tonight. That's over 50%. I told you to do well. I did say you do quite well with this one. I did say they was fairly easy. Catherine, good, 6 out of 10. We're all doing well. We are doing well tonight. So that's the Duchess put them all together, you see. 6 out of 10, don't think we'd get one. I told you they was easy. So well done, Steph. I mean, 6 out of 10 is pretty good. Nick, come on. Get a grip. 2 out of 10. Sports. Well, I can understand it's not your thing, but these are all sort of general knowledge type things. So, did you enjoy that round? Good. Right, shall we do a little bit of a dabble and a move on? So, where are we going? Question, what are we on? Question 12, hang on. I've got to move things about. No, I lie. It's question 11. So stand by. Question 11 coming your way. How many Olympic gold medals has the sprinter Usain Bolt won? He's a bit quick, isn't he? That Usain Bolt. I don't think he's a long distance runner. I think he's good at the explosive down the 100 metres. So question 11 then. How many gold medals has the sprinter Usain Bolt won? That's one, not one. That's the other one. So he's won a few. But how many few has he won? So question 12. At which Olympic Games did basketball become an official Olympic event? Now, I think Jesse Owens was at this one as well. But I don't think he played baseball or basketball. He was doing something else. So question 12 then. At which Olympic Games did basketball become an official Olympic event? Question 13. Which individual Olympian has won the most Olympic medals? Oh, blimey. There's been a few, isn't there? There's been quite a few that have won quite a lot. So question 13 then. Which individual Olympian has won the most Olympic medals? And it doesn't matter which colour they are neither. So question 14. In which sport are umpires required to wear black underwear? Yeah, that's a good question, that. So, question 14. In which sport are umpires required to wear black underwear? That's a good one, that. Question 15. In 1994, which country had a football team with every player having a name ending in of? OV. Oh. That one I think you're just going to have a guess at. So question 15. In 1994, which country had a football team with every player having a name ending in OV, of? Crazy. So question 16 then. In which country or in what country is kite flying a professional sport? See, when I did this, I got it wrong. I was thinking of the kite runner in Kabul, but it's not that. So, question 16 then. In what country is kite flying a professional sport? Question 17. In American football, which team hired the NFL's first professional cheerleading squad in 1972? That's a good one. So, question 17. In American football, which team hired the NFL's first professional cheerleading squad in 1972? Question 18 then. According to international rules, what is the diameter of a ping pong ball? I didn't see that one sneaking up on me. So question 18. According to international rules, what is the diameter of a ping pong ball? Try saying that after a few pints. Oh, this was a girl's question, this one. Question 19 then. In netball, how long can a player hold the ball before passing it, or if their position allows shooting for goal? What happened there? I thought I'd turn that off. Clearly not. So, question 19. In netball, how long can a player hold the ball before passing it, or if their position allows shoot for goal? Goat? 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 Shoot for goat? I think that's supposed to be goal. It's supposed to be an L, not a T. It's goal, not goat. So the final question in this round. Question 20 then. Held annually on the River Thames, where does the Oxford and Cambridge boat race start and finish? That is a famous race. Held annually every year. Actually, I think it's coming up fairly soon, isn't it? So, question 20 then. Held annually on the River Thames, where does the Oxford and Cambridge boat race start and finish? Boom. Have I blown your minds? Oh, your mind's blown. So, how do you think you did on that round? Did you think you did okay? See, some of them are easy, some of them not so. So, right, without too much further ado, I'm just going to have a bit more coffee. It's getting cold, by the way. My coffee's getting cold. Right, here we go then. Eyes down looking for the scores. Or, no, for the answers. Not sure. You're just about to find out. So, here we go then. Question 11. Usain Bolt, he won 8 gold medals. 8. That's pretty good. I mean, he was quick. I suppose you have to be if you're going to get 8 golds. So, question 12 then. Basketball became an Olympic event at the Berlin 1936 Olympics. I have been to the Olympic Stadium in Berlin. It used to be close to the British Military Hospital in Berlin, where one Coco H was born. Not a lot of people know that. So if you've got 1936 Berlin Olympics, I think Jesse Owens was at that one, wasn't he? Question 13 then. Oh, blimey, was him. Michael Phelps has 28 Olympic medals, of which 23 are gold. When he like a little missile in the water. He had enormous shoulders, didn't he? He was built like a carrot. Yeah, so if you've got Michael Phelps, you're doing well. If you've got 28 medals, you've done exceptionally well. Question 14 then. This is a funny one. Baseball. The rule was established just in case the umpire's trousers split. I wonder if they still do that. Must do. If it's a rule, they have to abide by the rules, don't they? Especially if they're the ones, the umpires are sort of officiating, they've got to do it right, haven't they? So if you've got baseball, you've got a point. Now, question 15. Bulgaria. Who knew? So if you manage to guess Bulgaria, you've done particularly well. The next round will be easier, trust me. So question 16 then. Kite flying is a professional sport in Thailand. So at least you didn't get Afghanistan, did you? See, I thought it was Afghanistan because you got the old kite runner and that, and they fly a lot of kites in Kabul. Well, they did when we got there. So question 17 then. It was the Dallas Cowboys. You must have heard of the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders. They was the first one to get a squad of cheerleaders, professionals. Girls dancing around. So we've got Dallas Cowboys. I used to watch the Dallas Cowboys way back when I was in Berlin. It's the only thing we could get on the telly, basically. Question 18. 40 millimetres. A ping pong ball has to have a diameter of 40 millimetres or 1.57 inches. Yeah, ping pong ball. Who thought? Question 19 then. So, the girls can only hang on to the ball for 3 seconds before they goat it. Shoot for goat. Anybody think he was Bush Carsey with a goat? So the maximum is 3 seconds is a player can hold the ball for or shoot at goal. I'm sure you girls got all that one right. And the last question then, the old boat race, it starts in Putney and finishes in Mortlake. And they row like clappers. And I think over the years it's fairly evenly matched. Cambridge and Oxford, they've all had a similar amount of wins and losses. So there you have it. So you know what to do. You know what to do. Stick your scores in the chat. Let's see how you done. Let's see how you done. It's a funny old one, that, isn't it? I'll give you time. Give you time to put your scores in the chat. So let's see how you did on that round. 3 out of 10. Well, lovely. Evening, Bismillah. Welcome. 3 out of 10 on that one. I guess Poland. That's a reasonably good guess, actually, Poland. We held it longer than 3 seconds. Didn't know that was the thing. So my old mate, Bismillah's in the house. He used to work for me way back when I was in the stand. 3 out of 10. Well done, Catherine. I mean, they were difficult questions. That one, I'll give you that. I'm okay, thanks, Bismillah. We're doing well. We're doing a quiz. See how you get on with the last 10 questions, which are just about to come up. So let me have another swig of this and we'll get going. Lovely jubbly. So, this 21, did you know 21 is generally the reserve scrum half? So, which team has won the men's Oxford and Cambridge boat race the most times? Yes. They're fairly close. So, question 21 then. Which team has won the men's Oxford and Cambridge boat race the most times? Gonna have to be a guess, I think. But I'm telling you, it's fairly close. Question 22 then. In what sport is the Stanley Cup awarded? Yes. You have to think about that one. So, question 22. In what sport is the Stanley Cup awarded? Here's a dead easy one. Question 23 then. Which 2 countries compete for the Ashes? You're all going to get this one right. Trust me. I know you are. So, which 2 countries compete for the Ashes? Fancy fancy playing for Ashes. Something burnt. So, here we go then. You'll like this question. This is. I mean, the answer's is fairly easy, but the question is a good one. So, question 24 then. In which sporting event might you see a specially adapted Aston Martin Vantage and a Mercedes-Benz AMG GT in a major role but not actually racing? Give you some thinking time on that before I do it again, and I'll drink a bit more coffee. So, in which sporting event might you see a specially adapted Aston Martin Vantage and a Mercedes-Benz AMG GT in a major role but not actually racing? That's a really good question. So, question 25 then. How far apart are the bases in a base-pulled diamond? So our American friends will get this one, I'm sure. So, question 25. How far apart are the diamond... Read it again. How far apart are the bases in a baseball diamond? Hang on. Push the question on. I've got two hands and they both do. It's like piano playing, are you? Press button 25. Oh no. Can you play the piano? No, I can't. I'm trying. Two hands, both doing different things. So that was 25. Question 26 then. Now we're back up to speed. With a capacity of 150,000 spectators, the world's biggest stadium in the is the I can't even pronounce it. Rungrando 1st of May Stadium. In which country can this stadium be found? I'll try and read that again. So, question 26. With a capacity of 150,000 spectators, the world's biggest stadium is the Rungrando 1st of May Stadium. In which country can this stadium be found? The old dyslexia kicked in with that one, didn't it? So, question 27 then. David Vine, David Coleman, Sue Barker, and Paddy McGuinness have all hosted which TV show? That's a dead easy one. That is dead easy. So, question 27 then. David Vine, David Coleman, Sue Barker, and Paddy McGuinness have all hosted which TV show? It's not hard to get that one right. So, question 28. Sean White, nicknamed the Flying Tomato, is one of the best known personalities and is a 5 times Olympian in which sport? So 28. Sean White, nicknamed the Flying Tomato, or Tomato, tomato, whichever, is one of the best known personalities and is a 5 times Olympian in which sport? Oh, bugger. No, it's Frozen. Also goes Frozen. You'll have to forgive me, I'm going to have to look off the screen to read the rest of the questions out. So, that's because I've dried up. So, question 29, the penultimate question. Which jockey has ridden the most wins at the Epsom Derby? Why has that done that? Why has that done that? Oh no. So, which jockey has ridden the most wins at the Epsom Derby? And the last question for this week's sports quiz. Winking Worlds is the official publication of which English sporting association? So question 30 then. Winking Worlds Winking World, should I say, is the official publication of which English sporting association? There you have it. Boom. Fireworks and everything. Fireworks and everything. So, how did you think you did on that round? Shall we find out? Shall we give you the answers? Press 125. Yeah, I did. I'm going to have to read it off of here. So, question 21 then. So Cambridge, as of 2023, so they must have just won it. It must have been just now. Cambridge has won 86 times and Oxford only 81, with one dead heat. They quite often sink their boats and everything. So, if you're stuck in Cambridge, you got that point. Question 22. The Stanley Cup's awarded in ice hockey. Ice hockey. It's a rough old sport, isn't it? Ice hockey. Have you seen them beat each other up? There's always a punch up. That's because somebody gets pushed into the wall and then somebody takes umbrage at it and they end up having a scrap. So, question 23. Of course, the Ashes is Australia and England. And I don't know where it is at the moment. It's only a little tiny pot like that, isn't it? Well, I think the way it came about, the Ashes, is like it's the top of the stumps off of one particular game. They burnt them and put them in this little wash dame, and that's what they played for. And they've been playing for it for an awful long time. So if you've got Australia and England, or England and Australia, you get the point. Question 24. So an Aston Martin and a Merc you'd find in Formula One. They are actually the specially equipped safety cars. Did you get that one? That's a good question, I think. So a couple of flashy cars and boom, there you have it. So if you've got Formula One, get the point. Question 25 then. 90 foot apart. So 90 foot is somewhere around about 30 metres, isn't it? I guess, roughly speaking. But because it's American, they don't work in metres, they work in feet. So 90 feet. So if you've got anywhere close to 90 feet, you got the point. Question 26 then. North Korea. 150,000 people in one stadium. Mind you, they've got a lot of people in North Korea, haven't they? There's a lot of people in North Korea. So I suppose they got the people to build it and the people to sort of sit in it. And they're told to sit in it. And told to enjoy themselves. So question 27 then. Of course, it's a question of sport, isn't it? Wouldn't be anything else on a sports quiz, would it? What other sports quiz do you know other than this one? Question of sport. Sure, you all got that one right. Especially with the given at Sue Barker. I mean, she did it for a long time, didn't she? Question 28 then. Sean White. He's a snowboarder. That's a funny old game, that snowboarding, isn't it? So if you've got snowboarding, you've got it right. Penultimate question then. Of course, it was Lester Piggott. He's very famous, is Lester Piggott. Didn't he have tax problems at one stage? Didn't he have a run-in with a tax man? So he had 9 wins at the Epsom Derby. That's a good day out, actually. I've done it a few times. The old household cavalry, the the sergeant's mess, warrant officer and sergeant's mess of the household cavalry normally have a tent up on the hill and invite other sergeant's messes along for the day out. And it's a really good day out. People come up and take your bets and all the rest of it. It's a good day out. I'd recommend it, going to the Epsom Derby if you can. If you've never done it, do it once. And the last question then, here you go. Oh, of course, winking world has got to be tiddlywinks, hasn't it? So, I'm sure you've got tiddlywinks. Tiddlywinks. It's a funny old sport, isn't it? Anyway, so boom, that's it. You're all winners tonight. You're all winners. So, you know what to do. Put your scores in the what's it, add them all up, and give us your overall score. See how well you did. And then I'll tell you what you're going to get next week. Next week is a walk on the wild side. So, walk on the wild side next week. Old ladyship, she's put that one together. That'll be a good one. 6 out of 10. Well done. 6 out of 10. 50. That's 50%. That's good. I mean, 50%. That's a pass, isn't it? Normally. Well done. Well done. You're all doing terrific. As always. I mean, the prize, you can't buy. You just can't buy it with money. Because you get my undying gratitude for taking part. Now, I know there's a lot of people watching. Because I can generally tell there's lots of people watching. But lots of people aren't putting anything in the chat. It's a shame because we'd like to see how well you're doing. And you're all welcome to sort of comment and have a chat between each other. And if this is your first time, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Because it all helps. It all helps. Doesn't it? So, if you haven't smashed the like button yet, give us a like. Give us a thumbs up. Don't give us a thumb down. That's not being friendly, putting thumbs down. Give us a thumbs up. Did you enjoy it? That's the main thing. Did you enjoy it? Much better than I thought. They are shy. Of course they are. People do tend to be shy. But the thing is, we're having fun. I'm having fun. Hope that comes across that I'm having fun. And I hope you're enjoying it and having fun at the same time. That's what it all comes about. Night, Steph. Drive safe. Have you got in the Arctic yet? Have you got your big wheels on? Have they let you loose on anything big yet? It's only a question of time. You'll get in there one day. And they said, can you take that one out? What, that big one? You'll be fine. No problem at all. Actually, Arctic's probably easier to drive than rigids, if I'm honest. So, Steph, TT, FN, ta-ta for now. And I'll catch you either Thursday. Got a good show coming up on Thursday, by the way. I've got a special guest coming in, and I've got an update. Remember guy Scott with his daughter, Down syndrome daughter, that died in hospital? Well, I've got an update from him on what's happening with that at the moment. So that'll come out on Thursday. So, anybody else out there want to pop something in the chat? Give us an heads up on how you're doing. If not, then we'll pull the pin, pop smoke. And I'll catch you, lovely people, all next week with, I'm sorry, I'm working, we'll try and catch up, send my love. I will. Old Lady Hill, the Duchess, Lord and Lady Hill of the Hill Manor. We very much appreciate you all being out there. So I'll try and convince her to come on next week. She really enjoyed putting that one together. the Walk on the Wild Side. So get your thinking caps on for Walk on the Wild Side. It's all about wild stuff. So until next week then, thank you so much for all being there. If you haven't hit the like button or anything yet, give it a quick smash. And I'll see you all next week. And it's a big thank you from me. So until next week. Or Thursday. You can join me on Thursday. Another special coming your way. 10:10 till we see you again. TTFN, ta-ta for now. Love you all.